Hey guys, it's Sean Zinn, the Connection Machine, aka the Insurance Doctor. This is live number 42, I believe, on the year. It's all about providing value, giving you things that will help you, help your business, help your life. And you've had the privilege to have Jason Levine on before, but we have a treat with you today. We're going to bring on someone that's very special to him as well. And they're an awesome team. And they're crushing business and they're having a great time being parents as well. Let me bring on Jay and Katherine Levine. What's going on, guys?
Hi, everybody.
What's up? This is the
Hi,
most I've been
Sean.
to the doctor in
yeah.
in a long time. I just keep going to the doctor every Friday at 10:15. I got a doctor's appointment.
Well, it's my first day, so thank you.
This is awesome. This is great. I think it's going to be awesome. And we were talking before we went live, and guys that are watching, don't forget, drop where you're watching us from. But if you've never done video before, and we're putting Katherine on the spot, she's never done video that often, and she gets nervous. But we're going to have so much fun today. How do you feel? Like, what's happening right now as far as we're live? Is that scary for you?
Scary? No. You know what? It's also the energy in the room is also very important, and Jay's energy is always up and positive, and I love talking to you. I love hearing what you have to say. So it's a really good match. So I'm feeling comfortable right now, guys.
We're good. Awesome. We're good. We're rolling, baby.
We're going to keep it going. We're going to keep the energy high. And I love how you guys are parents and you're entrepreneurs. And a lot of people that are watching, they say they don't have enough time to do things. I have kids. How do you do what you do? And it's all about different processes and things that you put in priority to make things happen. So let's talk about, like, how has it been? Let's talk about before kids and then now. Like, how was business before kids? And then you probably weren't even doing real estate yet, right?
No. Do you remember what it was like before kids?
No.
I don't either.
No.
It's a struggle, right? You had so much more time. So much
if
more
I have
time.
to think about it, it's easier to think about it in years. So the oldest one is 10. So 10 years ago, what year are we in now? So that was 2011. So 2010, no, I mean, listen, in 2010, what I would say is we had more time to focus on our individual businesses. We were business owners at that point. We had a Verizon wireless store in 2010, and actually we had a very successful business at that time. And I believe a lot of the, reasons why, along with, all the things that we may talk about today, was also the fact that we didn't have any children pulling us back to have to be picked up. And again, we love doing that, and we'll talk about that too, but that gave us the time freedom to shift that into more business. So that's when I would be at the Verizon wireless store from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. And it just was what it was. Monday through Saturday, Black Friday, every holiday. I missed family parties all the time. Like that was just, It was just known that I was going to be missing for the family party until we closed. So that has been a humongous shift, I think, in our lives, and connecting back, actually having kids, as crazy as it sounds, might have actually freed up our time in a way, or had to allow us to shift, gave us the opportunity to shift, caused us to shift our processes and our team and our leverage and what we're doing, so that we can have the time to spend with the children and still be successful in business, because we all know they're going to need us to be successful in business and in many other things in order for them to grow and learn and have a great experience as a kid.
No, I totally agree. And my wife and I were talking last night and how, you had more time. You could do more you and us things. And now it's like, we tried going out last night we're making some wine in Wallington. There's a Make Wine With Us. And I had a couple friends. We went there and we thought we got out. And we're like, wow, this is going to be great. We're going to have a couple of drinks. We're going to have some fun. All of a sudden, my parents are like, you have to come get your kids, or they're out of control, because they were in daycare all day long. So it was like we had 1 hour that we were out by ourselves. But you don't get that as often. But now you have to make sure you cherish this family time. That's what we found. Like on the weekends, my daughter, who's only 2.5 years old, going to be 3, knows Saturday and Sunday are her most favorite time, because it's family time. And we're going to get to do and have so much focused on only us. And that's important, I think. So yes, it gives you different priorities, and it gives you the time to now organize better when you have kids. Like how has it been now starting a real estate company during like a pandemic kind of, right? And you put everything in place and you're still, thriving. You're doing things with soccer, you're doing things with the town, selling real estate, you're growing a team. Let's get into that.
Yeah.
Well, the one thing I really want to say for us, I mean, is that we're doing it together. So we're going through the ups, the downs together, and we're always on or at least we try to be on the same page and understand each other and support each other. So it helps a lot that we're, we
joke that that we're better business partners sometimes but again, it's because we have there's love, but there's boundaries at work that we just abide by, and it's just funny. Sometimes we make that joke, but it really does. It's people ask all the time, is it hard to work with your wife? I couldn't imagine working with my wife all day, my husband all day, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, we're together all day.
Yeah, all day long. But I guess it's just, we're just so likable that how could you not want to hang out with it? No, I think we balance each other out really well. I think I am a lot of what Katherine is not, and Katherine is a lot of what I am not. And then there's also a part of us that is a lot identical. Yeah. And actually, it's funny how things come up. This was present to us this morning on our huddle. We have, we talk about this too. We have that huddle call every morning. And again, it's one of those things, an hour and a half a day we spend on personal development and development of our agents and our business every single morning, Monday through Friday. No fail. And if for some reason we're not there to do it, the leadership that's been caused in our company and our organization, our family, has allowed that huddle to carry on no matter what, whether we're there or not. And we're there 99.9% of the time, but whether we're there or not, for whatever reason, the nice thing is we know that we can step away for a moment and the team has our back. And that's an incredible feeling to have. Didn't have that feeling before children. Now that just might be timing because we progressed in our careers over the course of the last 10, 15 years, or it could be due to the fact that we had to consciously and intentionally shift how we did things to make sure that we had time for each other. And I'm being vulnerable. I still need to do better at that. I do have a lot of things. You just mentioned a few: coaching, training, soccer with the kids, zoning board, board of education, Little League board, sponsorship committees. Like, Jesus.
The list keeps going.
The list keeps going. But you know what? It fills me up inside in the contribution aspect. And we say this all the time. It's all the same thing. Contribution to me is marketing for my business, and not out of integrity, but it's the same thing. Me being out there doing the things that being out there doing the things that we love to do for our community, for our family, for our ecosystem, for our team, allows us and allows people to see who we are, at the core. And that's part of our identity. And that shows you who I am, and how we do things is how we do everything. So how we're going to how the experience is going to be dealing with us in real estate when you know me and you know us on any other side of our lives. So I think that's super important, is net time, no extra time. It's all the same. When you're out at the soccer field coaching, you're giving back, you're contributing, you're helping, the children grow. And at the same time, you're building your identity for people around you that see you.
You said lots of awesome information there, and the personal development is so key. The communication skills, really, with that huddle, what you guys do every day, it's every day for an hour. It helps you with your communication skill. It's your practice. A lot of people in real estate think they don't have to practice. Mm-hmm. It's a skill, and not even just real estate, sales in general. So that's why I love doing this, having conversations every day, because you're learning. Things are coming in and planting into your head, and then you're going to use it later on in the day, in the week, the month. It's all about continuing to better yourself. And the personal development that I tell people, you should at least have a challenge, 10 pages, try to read 10 pages every day. Oh, but I have kids, or I have this. Hey, I read some pages last night. It was about 9:30, 9:45. The kids were asleep after I did a workout, because I know how important it is to continue our focusing on our mind as well. So yes, I agree. The communication skills are huge, and that helps with your relationships too. Yeah,
100%. Well, absolutely. To speak on the huddle, I mean, we have, we role play on the huddle as well. And there was an experience just recently with one of our agents, a newer agent who's an absolute rock star. She's doing phenomenal. She's got multiple deals under contract, got a listing already, and she has not had her license more than 4 months. I don't think. And she's phenomenal. But we did a role play, and it was about dealing with a tougher agent on the other line. And it was a role play at the moment, and everybody's uncomfortable with role play. So I want you to explain your thoughts on role playing, because in the beginning of our huddles, role playing felt different than it does now, because of, I believe, the the level of comfort and vulnerability that's been shared within the group. And you shared that the other day on our call, saying about, you know, how role playing feels comfortable now in the group because of that fact.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about feeling embarrassed or anything like that. We've all, you know, shared a lot of vulnerable moments that have brought a lot of value to others, and we're just in that space, that safe space where we can pretend and act out, you know, a potential conversation with somebody, you know, a difficult situation, how to navigate through that conversation freely now. It's taken on a whole different kind of experience. So
yeah, and you know, to go a little bit deeper into that, the agent, we had the role play conversation, and I played. It was more comfortable for me to play the part of the agent that was going to have the phone call, our agent, and have her play the role of what she was hearing. Because a lot of times it's not necessarily what people are saying, it's what you're hearing them say. You know, I think it's 7% of our words really matter, and the rest is body language, vocal qualities, and things, and you know, things like that. So it's a matter of, you know, seeing it from a different perspective, one, and then knowing what's going to happen in that call. So we had the conversation, and I'm not going to get into, you know, the specifics of it, but a lot of acknowledgement, a lot of validation, a lot of use of the formula, which we talked about before, and she had that phone conversation 5 minutes after we hung up the phone on our huddle. And she's like, it was amazing because the conversation went almost exactly the way the role play went. But B, what she was able to do is when you feel uncertain, you start to, you know, people start to stutter. They potentially don't know what to say. They hesitate, they pause. But when you have certainty, when you know what the few objections, there's only a few objections in everybody's business on the other side of that. So when you can practice those and know exactly what to say because your listening is now in tune and you're like, wow, I've heard this before. I know what to do. And you can come in calm with a different energy. The conversation she had with that agent afterwards was very different from the few conversations prior to. So, you know, that role play was vital because it created the framework of what she was able to do 5 minutes after that. And, you know, not that she wouldn't have had that conversation, but it was so much easier to have that conversation after already having it 10 minutes before.
No, that's incredible. And I think the more that you're comfortable being uncomfortable, that's where the growth is going to start happening. And the more that you put yourself out there and you try video and you do these role plays, it's only going to be making you a better person, better salesperson, better friend, better, you know, companion. Now, Katherine, let's end on this. Are you going to have your kids, are they going to become agents?
You know, we've asked him this question before. Jackson definitely takes interest. He asks questions about what something means, or
he's got the terms down.
He's picking up on the language. But I don't know. He wants to be an all-star soccer player, so that might be his path. But who knows? I just, whatever it is that they decide to do, I hope that it follows kind of the example we're trying to set for them, is that, you know, it brings value to others. It makes you happy. It allows for you to grow and be a better person. So we're going to support whatever that is within reason.
Love it. I love it. It's important. Hey, they could always get their license, see what the heck, you know, see how it goes. But it definitely takes, not everyone can do it. But also kids today, they have different, you know, likes, dislikes, and you just let them go.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this turned into, you know, a larger family business down the road.
Yeah, that seems to be a trend in our family.
Yeah.
What I'll say here too, just, you know, kind of final on back to the parenting aspect, back to, you know, how we balance our schedule kind of, and some of the emotions that go along with all of that as well, because obviously working together, and, you know, if we're not working together, we're home together. If we're not home together, we're at soccer together, like, which is fantastic. I wouldn't have it any other way. I absolutely love it. Like our weekends, you know, we're blessed to be able to be filled with real estate and soccer, and we're blessed to be able to fit all that in together. Right. But what I'm most thankful for from all the, you know, from really the start of the pandemic, when this shift in our business happened and we went deep into the land of, you know, developing ourselves and our agents and growing our team and really getting down to the core of relationships. You know, all business is from relationships, and all relationships are from shared experiences. So, you know, this is a shared experience. Our team is a shared experience. So that's the core of this. So how do we keep going with that in business? But you know what? It also helps us with parenting. I'm I feel a better parent from not only what I've learned in the last 2 years, but what I've taught in the last 2 years. When I learn something, I teach it. I may not understand it fully, but I teach it because what I do know, I can give to someone else. And then we start to have distinctions around that. And we have grown as a couple and as parents, I think, over the last 2 years, exponentially compared to the growth over the last, past 10, I would say. So that's my, I don't know if you disagree or agree with that.
No, everything you say is right on the money.
So
right on the nose.
Sean, we appreciate you having us on. Man.
Yes,
you got to get your wife
much.
on next. What's up with that, man?
Oh, let's double dip.
I'm gonna have to put her on the spot and get her on one of these days. Be like, listen, what am I going to talk about? Talk about being a mom. That's a skill. That's a job. That's what we all do. So
we can roast. How do we have a roast? We have a roast for Sean Ziem. Would she like to do that?
She probably would do that. I'll definitely definitely talk to her about that and get her on board for sure. And appreciate you guys. And those that are watching, reach out to Jay and Katherine. I know I have Jay's phone number there. Let Jay take all the calls, Katherine. You have
I handle all the paperwork, all the back end stuff. That's why I'm not on.
So quick acknowledgement to that too. Quick acknowledgement to that. So the business could not function without the both of us. We are, as I said before, jokingly about not really jokingly, but our differences are strong, and together that creates, a lot more. It's a more complete package, and the business wouldn't be where it is today if it wasn't for the support that Katherine gives me, because my back end support, my processes in the other side of this business that isn't the sales side might not always be the main focus. So I'm going to take a page out of Gary Vee's book and delegate the things you do not do well to the people that you love.
Awesome, guys. Hey,
and that's why he's on camera a lot, because I'm not good at it. So he can have it.
We got her on today, though. We got her on today. So that's a step right there. And guys, have yourself an awesome day. Everyone else watching, please, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check out Jason's, and let's do some business together. And I appreciate you guys. Have an awesome day.